Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the Fitchburg Star, our best reporter that we know, Kimberly. Welcome back to the show, Kimberly. How you doing?
I am doing well, and I'm doing okay after my vaccine. I know you were worried last time I was going to turn into a mutant. Proud to report that I did not. I did not turn into a mutant.
Nor have
I
I.
had a cold for the first time in over a year, which was a very weird feeling. But that was about it.
It's a big panic attack. What is this? I got the. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can see that. Certainly see that.
I was like, what is it? What, sniffles and a runny nose? Like, what is this? So I've decided I do not like the common cold. So
I
you
agree.
know.
I agree. And I've read some things on that too, because you start to think about, is it what's the long-term effect of us not sharing germs? Like, are we gonna be, more susceptible? They say, experts say no, from what I've read, but I never know. But that's not where we're here. We'll discuss that on our second episode of Jeremy and Kimberly talk about random stuff. We're here to talk about what's coming up or what's happened at the last Common Council meeting, and a lot to get to today. We'll start with the city administrator. Last time, the process was still working itself out. This time, we now know Chad Brecklin is taking on that role. So what have you learned, or what would you like to share with us on this new city administrator?
Yeah, so when we filmed 2 weeks ago, he was not official and had not even been announced yet. But at this point, he's had his contract approved. So Chad Brecklin will be the next city administrator. He was chosen out of 4 finalists, and that was the former council was the one that had gone into closed session and discussed whether they'd like to hire him, and it was the new council with 3 new members that approved a contract with him. So for those of you wondering, he's the police chief. What are we going to do for a police chief? That will go to the Police and Fire Commission. And they're going to start meeting next month to figure out who his replacement will be while in the interim, and who his successor will be. So yeah.
It's going to be quite the process moving forward for him transitioning, and we'll keep everybody up to date on that from both ends here for media information. Lacey Road reconstruction, they're in the development stages here. What did we learn on Tuesday night?
Yeah, so there's a lot of different design elements to the Lacey Road reconstruction project. And it brought out a decent number of people who, either wanted to see, more trees being saved, or like to see a larger emphasis on bikes and ensuring bike safety with the reconstruction of the road. So they proposed to just postpone it for another month, although you had a lot of alders and the mayor who cautioned, hey, we want to get this bid out. We want to get the design finalized so it can be bid out at a time when you're not competing against more significant jobs or larger jobs. Because if you have to go to a competitive bid process, that will end up costing more money in the long run. So from what I heard from the council meeting, it looks like they are wanting to get this going, but they also do want to take time to listen to more citizen concerns. So, and as you can tell, I have not had any coffee today because I am on the struggle bus today. So just bear with me.
It's coming together. Yeah, you can certainly go back and check out the meeting and hear the comments from everybody. Part of that good discussions coming out there on Tuesday night. Final one, and it's a big one for City Hall and the library and all of our departments. The reopening of these services. While we've been actively working behind the scenes, we're excited to be reopening to the public, and you have the details.
Yeah. So no offense, but I think people care a little bit more about the library. So I'm going to start there, Jeremy. I know that you don't work in the library, but I think people care.
I have an office over there. I have an office, just saying.
But so they are going to open up to, they're going to open up for an hour of in-person visits 3 days a week. So that basically means that people are being asked to limit their time at the library for an hour. And they're going to have those 3 days a week. So they'll do it on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. up since the start of the pandemic, they've pretty much closed their doors, but then they have offered other services such as, drive-through pickup and activity pickup, but people will actually be allowed to come inside. So you will not be able to have toys, though. There are no touch screens. And unfortunately, you cannot pick up print newspapers. It's fine. This is a reason why we need the pandemic to end. But there will be other amenities that are also closed as well. The story time room, the quiet reading room, and meeting rooms will also remain closed. So really, it's just for browsing and getting books for yourself. And then curbside pickup will still be an option for people who do not feel comfortable going into the library. They'll just have those on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays with the library closed on Sunday. So that's a lot of information about the library, but all important to know when you can go and what kind of services you can expect when you get there. So
Yeah, they're calling it Express Library at this point. So it's kind of that express services until things, continue to get better. And that's the path we seem to be on. So excited for that. Over at City Hall, we will be opening our doors as well. Not by point. I mean, we still recommend appointments, but the doors will be reopening here. Tell us about that.
yeah, so at the council meeting this last Tuesday, they talked about how they will likely, they're doing the soft opening kind of now, and then hope to have it open full time as of the week of May 10th. So obviously, we know with the pandemic, everything is subject to change. So, if cases were to go up again, knock on wood that they don't, they might reconsider plans. But as of May 10th, you can come into City Hall to pay registration fees, to pay other things, to pick up licenses, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm assuming, and you probably know more than I do, that staff will still be limited. So if there's a specific person you want, you might need to contact them first before actually going into the City Hall and then finding out they're not there. But you'll at least be able to walk in at times that are not just public meetings. So
You are correct. Appointments are good, but we all departments need to staff and have people available. So everybody is gearing up for that as well. So, but the work never stops at City Hall, as you know. So very excited to open that up and have people back in. And we'll say hi. And I want to put out a special note too that Fact TV, at the time the City Hall opens, will go out of our emergency broadcast, which we've been in since the pandemic first started. So it's our only emergency broadcast we've ever been in, and we've been in it for over a year. So excited to move forward to more programming on Fact TV, and we'll still keep doing the safety updates. And you're right too. We're all about safety, so we're following whatever the guidelines from Public Health of Madison-Dane County, the state, and federal. So it's been quite the thing, but excited to see what's going on. Kimberly, thank you so much. For people who want to find out more information on any of the stuff you're working on, where can they do that?
Yeah, so our website, connectfitchburg.com, is updated, if not daily, weekly. And there is a little box when you get on any of our articles or our homepage that will say join our Fitchburg Star newsletter. If you're interested, those will come to your inbox every Thursday. So it's the best way to stay up to date on Fitchburg in between our print product that comes to your doorstep once a month. So
fantastic. Well, Kimberly, stay safe out there. Glad you're all vaccinated, and we'll check back in a couple of weeks and see if you've changed at all.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I assume I'd make the change first, and vaccinated before you. So we'll see. But either way, thank you so much for your time, Kimberly. All right, we'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.